Firstly, I think thank you for having me. The government, continue with the, cruel and inhumane policies of demonizing and making hostile environment for people that come in here seeking protection instead of focusing on the compassionate and also humane, approach. And what we have seen for many years now is the same approach that creating more psychological problem for torture survivors and people that come in here seeking protections.
Let me ask you, if you were still in your home country and you heard what is going on at the moment in the UK and you heard Suella Braverman talking about electronic tags and a range of options, would it have stopped you from trying to get to the UK?
No, absolutely not, because I think what I flee from, for me, is more dangerous than what Suella Braverman or tagging those will. But the thing that will increase if I get here, tagging, we're just gonna damage more of my psychological. Because when I came here as a torture survivor, I was mentally, I was damaged in that regard. And I was also put in immigration detention center, and during that immigration detention center, where really the impact of the torture, come to me, and then I started experiencing things like flashback, nightmares, and because I felt, confined in that, and I did not feel that I have done nothing wrong apart from escaping from torture and then taking dangerous journey to save my life, and then I end up being put in immigration detention and treated as a criminal. So I think that's the impact that those tagging. But we're tarnishing our reputation as a country that is always welcoming and has a compassionate and humane nation.
What about the argument that there are legal channels and that's how people should try and come here?
I think that's the argument that the government, putting forward. But in reality, there is not. How many legal, channels there are? There's only for Ukraine and also for, I think, Hong Kong, and also I think, for the Afghanistan, which does not, exist. But apart from that, there is no legal channel that people can use. The only risk that people need to take, that's what is happening now. People take the dangerous journey, to get here because they don't have any other options. I think that I'm keen to hear Suella Braverman to come and then list, the legal channel that she's talking about, the legal channel that people can use. But absolutely, the fact is there is not.
Do you think any of these measures will deter the human traffickers, the smugglers who make thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of pounds out of this?
I think the measures are only going to help them profit more, because what they're creating, they're only blocking all the avenues that people may use to save their life, and pushing people right to the smugglers. And the smugglers just gonna try to find even more dangerous route, and then gonna make it even more expensive for people. At the end of the day, people just gonna die. More people are gonna die, but nothing more. They just play in the hand of the smugglers. If people have the option, like safe option, they're not going to be using smuggler. People are not going to use their money to pay somebody to try to, cross them. Because they don't know option. That's why they're using those. So it's us. The government need to focus on really, fixing, the asylum and immigration, system that is completely, broken. And then what they're using all those narratives kind of to also cover, they're failing in this country. Living crisis has increased, the NHS is struggling, and then, just focusing on the immigration issue so that people are not going to focus on the failing.
I want to pick up on that because you've been here a while now. What do you say to people who have very valid concerns? You can't see a doctor. It takes sometimes even a year to get a referral. You can't get cancer treatment in some cases. The cost of living is going up. Housing is an issue. People think, listen, we can't even deal with our own problems. We can't take more people and their problems on board. What do you say to those people?
I think I absolutely understand, those, because if you're struggling really to get food in your table, and then you hear the same government telling you, oh, your problem is created by those people that is coming here, how would you feel? I would have been in the same position like anybody else, right? That's the fact. Nothing, nothing about raising that concern that people coming in and taking our place, but the reality does not. All right. The start from the Home Office showed, how many, people, coming here, that, crossing. It's only 40% of all the people that come in here, that, cross, through the channel. So that is not even the majority. And also, I think they start also showing that, the backlog, at the asylum in the Home Office keep increasing. It means that the Home Office is also not doing the job kind of to process the case quickly, so that people can move on with their life. Those are can work, start working and all those kind of things, reducing the burden into the NHS and reducing the burden into the community, because people are going to contribute. I'm contributing into the community. I contribute. I pay tax and all those sort of things. But it's the government mismanagement of the country that lead us to this situation, and now they're using people like myself as a scapegoat into the failing.
Okay, Kolbassia, thank you so much for talking to us.